So as I was saying that here, the concluding part says, but she had to be valiant. You know, she could not afford to be scared, emotional, and let people and other people, all other human beings, harm her and her baby. But she had to be brave. She had to be valiant. So, taking a deep breath, she took a deep breath. She's trying to compose herself. She's preparing herself, and maybe she's because animals, tigers are very good in hunting, and particularly wild animals. They have God has given them an instinct to save themselves. So she's preparing herself. She took a deep breath, and she's preparing herself to save herself and her baby. She braced herself, set aside. So she prepared, she composed herself, and she started walking. Set aside when she started walking, she started moving forward. Any misgivings, so any sense of doubt or any sense of worry, so she set it aside. She did not let her emotions overcome her most important duty at that particular time, which was to save her baby. She did that. Any misgivings, gathered her strength and set foot into the concrete jungle. And she gathered her strength. Even though the tiger is a very big animal, um, very powerful animal, but then when it comes to safety, particularly of her own baby, she had to prepare herself. And what she did is that gathered her strength. She pulled up herself and she composed herself. She prepared herself to be ready for any attack and set foot into the concrete jungle. And there, holding her baby in her mouth, that's how tigers carry their babies, carry their cubs. She set foot, she started walking in the concrete jungle. She had a plan, as in how is she going to escape this concrete jungle. Concrete jungle means how is she escape this human habitat. Maybe perhaps it's a village, it's a town, it's a city, and then how she's going to save herself and go back somewhere where she can find some greenery, where she can find some forest, and live with other animals happily. So this is the concluding part. Very sad story. I think this is the scenario of um, everywhere in the whole world where people are cutting down jungles, forests for better lifestyle, for growth, for industrialization. But the result of that is that many human beings are displaced, and they leave their homes, and they lose their homes. Okay, now this is escape is finished. I want a beautiful summary in 9 to 14 lines, as we have always been doing. 9 to 14 lines. Okay, if you can go to page number 37 in your book. These are the questions. We'll just discuss the question answers. Answer these questions with reference to the context, discuss them in groups, and then write the answers. So the what we can see is that you are getting um, extracts from the poem, and then you need to explain it. The air was solemn, boasting of an aura of foreboding, an inexplicable threat that shadowed their trail. This is the beginning of the poem, and if you remember that how the poetess, she's trying to explain what was the atmosphere when the tiger realized that all the trees have started being cut. So, and what feelings are being conveyed in these lines. So you have to write what were the feelings of the tigress when she realized, and what was the atmosphere in jungle when you know that something bad is happening. So in this context, there's a sense of fear that they're losing their home. And explain the contradiction in words in these lines. In boasting of an aura of foreboding, if you go back to the first stanza,